How did systemic issues cause medieval conflicts? Imagine a world where land is everything. In medieval Europe, this was the reality. Conflicts often arose from deep-rooted issues within society, politics, and the economy. These problems created tensions that frequently led to wars and long struggles. At the heart of these conflicts was the feudal system. This system organized society around land ownership and obligations between lords and vassals. Land was the main source of wealth and power, leading to fierce competition. The introduction of primogeniture meant that the eldest son inherited all the land. This left younger nobles with limited options, pushing them to seek new territories through warfare. This hunger for land drove conflicts like the Norman conquests and the Crusades, where nobles aimed to expand their influence. The relationship between the church and secular nobility also played a role in these conflicts. The church owned vast amounts of land and wealth. When secular lords tried to take over ecclesiastical property, tensions rose. The church sometimes redirected noble violence outward, encouraging crusades to protect or expand Christian territories. This served both religious and political interests. Political fragmentation in Europe intensified these conflicts. The Holy Roman Empire was a mix of semi-autonomous states with competing rulers. Disputes over succession, like the contested Bohemian crown, often escalated into broader wars involving multiple powers. Religious divisions, especially between Catholics and emerging Protestant groups, added another layer of tension. This turned political disputes into confessional wars. Military organization also reflected systemic challenges. Feudal levies had short service periods and lacked cohesion, making sustained campaigns tough. As warfare grew more complex, the need for disciplined, professional armies increased. However, medieval states struggled to maintain such forces, often relying on temporary alliances and mercenaries, which could destabilize regions. Economic pressures played a part too. Events like the Black Death caused population shifts that changed land use and labor relations. This sometimes led to social unrest overlapping with political conflicts. Additionally, ambitions of rising dynasties and external threats from groups like Slavs or Avars in Eastern Europe created a volatile environment. Medieval European conflicts were not isolated incidents. They arose from intertwined social, political, economic, and religious structures. Competition over land and power, religious divisions, fragmented political authority, and evolving military demands combined to create a persistent environment prone to war. Understanding these foundational causes reveals why many medieval wars were part of broader patterns of crisis and transformation.